Hello there, welcome back to some more Disco Elysium. In the last episode we started our adventure. We are the drunken man, orange burnt liquor smell, and we're going to try and solve the, I guess, murder of a man who was apparently lynched by some dock workers because they have nothing else to do. I doubt that's true, but we'll see. A heap of snow melts in this wheelbarrow. There's his station car. The street sign reads, "Fuck the police." Okay. Pigs go home. The street name is illegible. Okay. Great.
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with?
The young woman looks up at you. You sound
I
surprised.
don't see a lot of police around here. That's all.
I have some questions for you.
Of course. What can I help you with?
Who are you exactly?
Me? I am just a gardener.
Good to meet you, just a gardener. Another question then.
I am pleased to meet you too, officer.
We need directions.
Of course. Where to?
I'm looking for a dead body.
Oh, that's
She
right
points
there.
north.
In the yard.
She's relieved someone has come for it. Finally.
Where am I?
What do you mean?
I'm disorientated. I don't know where I am.
Yes, sir. District of Martinez. This intersection is called Roundabout North.
Roundabout north.
He knows where we are. He just wants directions.
The lieutenant seems uncomfortable with the level of disorientation you're displaying. What's up in the north?
There's the pier, the Cape Side apartment buildings, some more tenements. Not a lot, really.
The east?
The harbor gates. Some kind of commotion, I think. I don't follow the local politics.
She shrugs.
A fleet store, too.
To move my chair a bit closer so I can reach the mouse a bit better and put my arm down. What's in the south?
Some shops and a bridge. The canal bridge leads to the coast, but it's broken, I think. Some kind of accident, probably.
And what's on either side of the canal?
Just coast. There's a little fishing village there, and a fish market. But that got closed down ages ago.
Okay, yeah, I don't know how long the game is. Probably, I'd say like 80, 100 hours, like something, regular RPG length. What's in the west?
It's just water. No, actually, I think they call it the Martinez Inlet. There are some islands in the bay, but they're hard to reach.
Thank you, that's all for now.
No problem.
She nods, brushing a fleck of soil off her cheek. You have to
Of
run.
course. I won't hold you back.
She wipes her brow with a canary yellow glove. Yeah, I'm not going to try and say what's this, fuck the police. I don't want to be antagonistic yet. I'm going to try and be a good copper. Some good tectonic forces cracked the pavement like an eggshell. Let's have
The worn
a
and
break.
beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting.
We can
The
sit on
lieutenant looks-
benches after we've solved the murder. Let's go.
The lieutenant looks down the street. He's a straight shooter, this lieutenant, Kim.
This Post Lavatorie mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito. A closer inspection reveals 2 bullet holes in the front.
Good mail delivery box.
The box seems happy. Eat shit pig, fucked by the coon, and St. G with a crown have been scribbled on it. Jenny is a whore, and best set mailbox also.
Been there, Post Leventur mail Aventurier, I think that's how you say it. Mail collection box, been
The
there.
mail collection box seems cathartic. Thankful even. So do you. You shudder. Then you swallow.
Good mailbox. I am completely gone, aren't I? Already. There are bottles inside. You could pick them up if you had a bag. Rue de Saint-Ghislain or Ghislain? 8B. Or
An
Guillaume.
old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
I have no one to speak to right now, so I'm not going to do that because I don't want to just intercom people and waste police time. It's a crime, Right, let's go speak to the station car. I need to go tell them I lost my badge.
Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is covered in blue and white livery, bearing the number 57. Vapor emanates from the large engine on the back of the vehicle. It hasn't had time to cool off yet. This must be the infernal machine that tore you from oblivion. The Caprice Kinema motor carriage.
Open the door.
In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
I'm going to pick up the radio.
The frequency tableau lights up, and a green button labeled Prime Line glows like a feline eye. And then you hear something. The soft purr of electrical kittens. Radio waves cast far and wide over the metropolis. A woman's voice greets you through the static.
This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I assist you?
Is that how they say it in French? No? How may I assist
Hello,
you?
Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st precinct here. I'm putting him on.
Hello, hi Alice. This is the officer from the 41st Precinct speaking. Nice to meet you.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Could you connect me to the 41st Precinct? I have something I need to report.
Just a second, officer.
To put you on hold, the static crackling softly like a bonfire. After a while, you hear an old man greet you from the radio. His vattly voice is oddly familiar.
10-2, 10-5. This is 41st. Come in. Over.
Hi, Jules.
The man uses relay code. You got this. You're a cop, and cops know relay code.
10-4, Station 41. I've got an urgent business, over.
10-4, message received. 10-5, relay message. What's your status? Over.
Just reporting in, over.
10-18, state your message, sir.
I need to report my badge missing.
10-9, over.
My badge, I can't find it anywhere. Basically, it's gone.
10-4, message received. This is a very serious situation. I need to 10-22 the captain. Over.
I don't know what a 1022 is.
Is it him? What does he want?
Oh, Jean, please.
Says he lost his badge and needs to report it.
He what? He lost his badge?
Say nothing.
Who lost his badge? Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think?
It's Officer Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity.
He says, fighting off laughter.
Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the name of a fictional detective who would not lose his badge.
Shit.
Defend yourself. Immediately. They're laughing at you.
Can we just move on? I want to get it reported and be done with it.
10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over.
Thank you.
Fuck me. Mac, come here. You've got to hear this. Dick Mullen lost his badge.
What's going on?
Super Cop here lost his badge.
He lost his what now?
His badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge.
Can we all just please stop saying he lost his badge for a moment?
He asks you to please stop saying he lost his badge.
Why? Did he find it?
Everyone in the other room starts erupting in volcanic
Sergeant
laughter.
Orson was wondering if you found your badge yet. Over.
You don't have a comeback. Sorry. It's hard to think like this.
Say nothing.
He's not replying. Looks like he's still looking for it.
You can hear laughter in the background. Enough with this now. I have other things to
10-9,
discuss.
come again. I didn't get that. Over.
The animated conversation in the back is making it difficult for me to hear you.
Even for Captain Sober.
Ask him. Ask him if he's lost his gun, too.
The raw room
Sergeant
laughter.
Orson wants to know if you lost your gun too.
Shit.
Check your pockets. Check your... Holy fuck. You don't know where it is, do you?
I don't have my gun.
No. It's gone. It's not fucking on you.
10-9, come in, officer. You get my question? You were wondering about your gun. Over.
No, I've got my gun right here. It's a Smith & Wesson 9mm.
Lying over the phone, it's easy. Just say it like it's the truth. And then it becomes it.
Okay, I know I said I'm going to be on the straight and narrow and be a good cop, but if I also say I lost my gun, I'm likely to be fired, and I can't help anyone if I'm fired. Now, of course I didn't lose my
He
gun.
says he didn't.
Thank God for that. That would have been a nightmare. I don't even want to imagine the poor prick who has to relay that kind of news to the captain. Losing his badge is bad enough. Tell him to find it, and fast. We can't have some gangbanger running around with it.
We're all glad to hear you've not lost your gun, officer. You need further assistance. Over.
Okay. Actually, I did lose my gun. No. This might sound odd, but there's some personal details I'd like to discuss.
Okay, 10-4, sir. I hear you. Relay your question. Over.
Wait. Before you say anything stupid, think it through.
I need information, not fear.
Be smart about this. Ask if he's there alone.
10-4, sir. I'm not hearing your question.
Okay, hang on. Please refer to me by my full name in the future.
10-9, repeat message. I didn't get that, sir. Over.
Stop calling me sir and just use my real goddamn name, will you?
What? What is it?
He seems intoxicated and keeps asking me to call him by his name.
What is it? What could he possibly still want from us?
Mullen's drunk and emotionally aggressive. That's new.
Wrap it up. Don't indulge in his drunken antics.
Fuck's sake, just tell me my name. I want to know if you got my badge description right in your report. Could you read it to me, name, rank, date of birth?
What? What is it? He's still on the line?
He wants to verify the information on his badge.
But of course, it says Dick Mullen, High General of the Revacholian Cavalry Force.
That's
Tell him
cool.
to stop wasting time.
What do you need, sir? Over.
Hold on, you alone in the room? I need some confidential information about myself.
That's a negative, sir. I got 10-12 visitors present here. Over.
You don't need to say 10. You don't need to say this bit. 10-12. I know. Well, I don't know, but the cop would know. Yeah, let's wrap this up.
Understood, sir. Over.
Standing. Transmission completed. 10-10. Over.
Roger that. 10-10. Over and out.
Okay. Right. So I don't have a gun. I have a pen. Right, I've got to find some smoke, send some karaoke, inspect the body, get a reality lowdown. Rich people. Find who made the call, pay for the damages to the house, track down my badge, and track down my gun. Oh, good. That's just great. Okay, so I can slow down by pressing shift, but this is the fastest I can run. Let's go find the body. Aha. Hello, sir. Are you just chilling by the body? What the fuck, kid? Get out of here. The letter R wears a crown, and the ribbon below a light above descending. This is the logo of the municipality of Revachol.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, "Whirling in rags."
Why am I looking at you, trash container? You're just a trash
The
container.
body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of death.
How do we get the lock open, Mr. Trash Container?
We could try using a pry bar. There's one in my motor carriage, or
Lieutenant?
we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one.
He might also have information. This is better than the pry bar idea.
Cool. Thank you. You love to see it. Let's investigate the child. Hello, kid.
Kuno's got this.
The boy throwing rocks at the dead body can't be older than 12.
If there ever was such a thing as an ugly kid, then this is it. He's almost exquisite in his ugliness, like a gremlin.
I see.
Oh yeah, nappa gumpy, Kuno.
There's the other kid behind the fence. A moment of your time, please.
Can't talk, pig. Shit's coming up strong. Throwing rocks.
Shit coming up strong. That sounds good. Joyous. You should hang out with this kid and see what that juicy shit is all about.
Juicy what now?
I mean drugs. The kid's on drugs.
Yeah, Kuno, ride the lightning, Kuno. Kuno's riding it, see?
He wipes sweat from his brow and sends another rock flying.
The rake, Kuno. You should throw the rake at him, Kuno. The fuck does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
Kim, what should we do?
We shouldn't do anything. I don't tempt such forces.
What forces?
You will see.
The language these kids are using. Pure, unfettered id. There will be no reasoning with those creatures.
Okay. My rhetoric says I can't talk to them. Are you high?
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me.
come to snuff my shit out, I think.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna... I don't want to get into a fight with some kids. Wait until I've got my gun for that. This kid's ladder is rickety, but still climbable. Ladders for kids. It won't hold the weight of a grown-ass man. Someone's trying to grow herbs in this greenhouse. I want you to stop throwing rocks at the body, if you would. Got magnesium. And 0.20 real. Like 20 cents. 20 pennies. This winch mechanism has been oxidizing for some years. Book it. Book it. Get me down there. I have to go through here. Let me try and... if it's a strength test, I can't...
Inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite.
What is this?
It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material slanted against an old shack. Glad you asked. When junior researcher Olari Tal invented Eternite in the Vatna Polytechnic Institute some 30-odd years ago, he thought it would last forever. Hence the name, Eternite. Sadly, the only lasting thing turned out to be the material's highly carcinogenic effect.
I see. It's like asbestos. It's like extremely good as a material, but extremely cancerous and bad for you.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here.
Okay, exactly how many pairs of boots?
Maybe more than 12. No, 8 pairs of boots have shuffled back and forth in the mud.
Go over them one by one.
Standard work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 46.
Okay.
2. Standard work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 44.
Okay.
3. Hobnailed work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 43.
Okay, so they're all workman's boots.
4. Standard work boot, number 45 or 46.
Wait, which is it?
You don't know. It's a miracle you can tell the prints apart as it is. The cold must have preserved them.
Okay.
5. Another standard work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 44.
Okay.
6. An aberration, light as air, even pace, same make of boot, but number 41.
Male or female?
Impossible to tell. Could also have been an adolescent. The gait is undeveloped.
Pretty good at this, aren't I?
You're not bad. It's as if the whole world darkens. Everything else has a thin film of unimportance on it, and the tracks burn in the middle of it, in a strange, beautiful way.
Okay.
7. The glowing outline of a standard work boot, number 46. But the imprints are twice as deep as the others. The weight exceeds 200 kilograms.
So we're looking for a big guy.
8. And yet another standard work boot, number 44. There's an aberration in the pattern of the sole, however. The right sole is smoother, more worn.
Right.
How many?
8.
I was pretty off then. I counted 20.
The same guys are going back and forth.
I never got the hang of it. Hyperopia. Do you see anything out of the ordinary?
What, a heavy one? 200 kilogram imprint.
200? Could it be the combined weight of 2 people, one carrying the other who's tied up? Let's say a heavily built worker carrying a similarly built, soon-to-be-dead man.
That's also possible.
He might be right. 200 kilograms of living weight.
Yeah, I never thought about that.
Unlikely.
I mean, I'm something like 80 kilograms, maybe a bit less. Just shy of 200 pounds, but I am 6'5". So double that would be like 400 pounds, maybe even 500. And most things can't live with that kind of weight. That's like can't get out of your own house sort of weight. One of them's carrying her over.
Possibly, yes.
The lieutenant marks something down in his notebook.
But why?
You're thinking, why did they have to carry him?
Yes, they could have used a makeshift stretcher or just march him up to the gallows.
Maybe the victim wasn't conscious.
Even easier to carry on a stretcher, or between 2 men. Anyway, it's for future consideration. What else can you see?
Well, I think he could have been... I guess he could have been alive, but if he was alive, wouldn't he have been shouting for help? Light step, number 41.
A woman? Or a kid?
I don't think there's any way to be sure.
Understood. Anything else?
An aberration, one soul smoother than the other.
Interesting. Let's name it the Odd Soul.
Do you have any ideas, Lieutenant?
Someone operating a workbench with a pedal? Like a joiner at the harbor. Or maybe a drummer?
So one of the people we're looking for is a drummer.
No, it's not. Forget I said it. We are not looking for a drummer. Perhaps it could be a driver. A driver would wear out the right shoe before the left. The accelerator is on the right.
Not thoughtfully.
We should keep our eyes open around the traffic jam. See whether anyone strikes out as a potential suspect. Seems prudent, no?
Yes, prudent. How old do you think these tracks are?
A week, maybe? 7 days would fit the time frame provided to us by the caller, who reported the hanging.
Yeah.
It is not impossible.
How do you know?
I pulled last week's forecast for coastal Havashol. 7 days below freezing. The day before, the day of his hanging, was the last warm day.
Right, so the only day it would actually make an imprint in the mud.
Correct again. Sub-zero temperatures would preserve the tracks in a good state. The commotion here could have taken place a week ago.
Yeah. If it's icy, the ground's going to be rock hard. You're not going to be able to imprint in it. Only if it's warm and wet will you be able to make a print in the mud. What do you think happened here?
What do I think? A mob of people brought something heavy to the tree. One of them was carrying the victim. They shuffled around, especially under the tree. Then, after hoisting him up, they stood in a semicircle facing his direction. At first glance, this appears to be a lynching.
Indeed. They all stood in a row here and looked at the tree.
Okay.
Yes, everything fits so well. Carried him over, hoisted him up, watched him hang. This is easy.
I think we have a firm understanding of what happened here.
The lieutenant's eyes narrow. He's thinking to himself.
Either way. What else?
We've been through all of it. Okay, so he wasn't happy about something I said, but I'm not going to qualm too much about that. I'm just going to get on with it. Yeah, so I've got 15%. I'll get, temporarily, I've got +1 encyclopedic knowledge. Eventually, they might give me like an internalized memory that gives me purposeful, like permanent boosts, but... Can I see the map now? Oh, I've got to buy a copy of the map, yeah. This book has a rose, a pistol, and a half-naked dame on its cover. On the cover stands a very muscular man surrounded by flames.
Hello, sir. Step
Hi.
right in. The store is open.
A young girl with chubby red cheeks waves at you, smiling. Her nose is also red from the cold.
Are
Hello.
you interested in a new and exciting book?
She stomps her feet to feel warmer. What kind of a store is this anyway?
It's a bookstore, sir. We sell books, postcards, and some board games. It's called Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Right.
Books? Postcards? Easy. Even a kid would know all of this.
It feels inappropriate to lecture this girl.
Don't be a fool. As an expert, it's your duty to tell what you know to everyone.
Hey now, I've already made up my mind.
Sir, are you okay? You've been standing here silently for a while now.
Oh, sorry, I went into my own head a little bit. Is it okay if I ask you some questions?
Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books.
What is this crime business?
Crime fiction is about murders or burglaries or things like that, and the work of a policeman or a private detective who's trying to solve a crime and catch the criminals.
Oh, I get it. Crime murder gets the people going.
And it's kind of like a puzzle too. You can guess who the criminal is or how the good guys are going to catch him.
I'm a policeman myself, by the way.
You don't look much like a policeman.
She examines you as if to find something policeman like. Well, what does a cop look like then?
Didn't mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen.
She points to a book cover on which you see a strapping Vespertine officer. He stands grimly over the body of a dead woman. It's not your body that's important in police work anyway, it's your head.
Yes.
Not head, child. Heads.
Flexibility. There are millions of different people out there and you have to get into their heads. Sometimes you've got to be the killer to catch
Isn't
the killer.
that very dangerous?
Policemen live and breathe danger, little girl. Mullen obviously lacks the chameleonic skill.
Unlike you, sir. He's just a fictional character. He's no match for you.
Thank you.
Maybe you can show me some real police work, sir. Like in the books.
Shit. The cover image of Dick Mullen seems to stare at you with harsh disapproval. Shit, I can't do this. The store's green. The windows are made of glass. Okay, got it. See you around. I will come back and I will wow you with my police mastery. This is a book about pate. This book, you don't really understand what it's about, nor does it seem important. A book about Boidero culture. It promotes freedom and roaming upstream. A book about the future. The government reads your mind by using radio technology. Freedom of mind. Or I can level up drama. How do I see how many skill points I've got? Can I level up one in everything? Maybe? Well, what's going to make me a better policeman? Perception. Yes. Okay, I've got one skill point to use. Okay, I see. Yeah, I think... Yeah, I think perception is what I want. Slightly better to be able to perceive the situation around me. I can only get it up to a 4 because of the 2 points I've got in the skill, though. So, for example, I think all of these can only get up to... Like, savoir-faire can only get up to 2. This can get up to 4, 4, 4, 4, and then 5. But these can get up to 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12, and 12. So some of it I can be very, very, very perceptive. Oh, like very smart, but not very perceptive, not very strong. Extremely not strong. Inside V's broken window. Tibbs has windows.
This coin-operated viewer is facing southwest. Its coin slot is full of fossilized bubblegum, rendering the machine permanently inaccessible.
Poor little viewer.
The metal feels cold and wet under your palm. It looks unhygienic.
Look outside.
A thick layer of
inside,
graffiti covers the lenses. You spell out the word Onuk written on the other side, with N and C scribbled.
That's
backwards. That's Kuno on the lens.
Shift your focus to the background.
Under the graffito, a sea of blues and greys appear. Behind the water lies a coast studded with concrete and reeds. On it, a church on stilts, lanky weather-worn wooden planks, an X-shaped cross topping its tower. You know this to be the star of Pericarnassus, or the Cairo, the central symbol of the Pericarnassian church, a star, a great moral height to be strived towards.
Right, I see.
Around the large wooden building you see chunks of sea ice gathered on the beach, and a small tent set up on the ice.
Okay. See, I like a game that has skill checks that don't completely fuck you over if you fail them.
This coin-operated viewer is facing south. The instruction manual says to insert 25 centimes and pull the handle while looking inside. Then use the focus knob to zoom in if necessary.
Centimes.
Why place a tourist attraction in the middle of such poverty?
What's a tourist attraction doing here?
There was a revitalization project in '49. A design studio tried restoring Martinez to its pre-war glory. It didn't stick.
What happened?
They got as far as the street lamps and the statue on that intersection. Then something went sour. I suspect that something was Everard Clare, the union leader. He muscled them out. It's how it usually goes around here.
Can't we do something about it?
We should have done something about the union 10 years ago. That ship has sailed, officer.
I see. So, although we could still do something right now, to the roundabout north, by the time we actually do anything about it, to Capeside Departments, Martinez Pier. Yeah, by the time, it's like trying to go against a whole country as one man. You just can't. It's too late. In its infancy, we could have been able to do it, but not now. A lonely cormorant surveys the sea, indifferent to your approach. The cormorant. This place is big. Right. let me go back to the right. I want to find like a map edge. That's what I was trying to do, but I just keep going and it just keeps telling me more things. So rather than forget where I've been, let's go down to places that end and then finish up. You hear the distant squall of seabirds. Money. I've got 2 money. I need to get like 185 money to pay back the guy. Let's go to bullet holes, lines the wall. Don't I get like a paycheck? Listen, boy, I don't start trouble, I fix it. I don't want to steal his bag. Hello, mate. I've been kicked out of every joint in Revershaw. Come on. Not still young. Right, sir. I can't talk to him. Okay, fair. He's going to come back and talk to me in a minute. Hello, lads.
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape.
René, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy the game, alright?
The other one is eating a big sandwich.
I'm trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old. I can see that. We're both old. Now stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
We're definitely in like France or some European country.
Playing balls. This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play it. Don't ask questions. Shoot first. Ask questions never.
Shouldn't I ask what game it is first?
No, you got this. There's the ball. You're the game.
I could do it. Better observe them first.
See? Your munching and complaining have ruined my concentration.
The man throws a metal ball toward a smaller wooden ball in the sand, missing it by a meter.
Ah, mon Dieu. The pain in my back is unbearable. I can't even say if it's in my back or hip anymore. Feels like it's in both.
He tries to measure the
I
throw.
hope you pass out from it. You goddamn jellyfish. Men like you are the reason this nation is sinking.
Standing tall and proud, he looks at his partner with disgust.
Trying to throw something as close to a predetermined point as possible.
Petanque,
Measuring.
yeah.
This must be the age-old game of petanque. Shush. Ignore them. They don't know what they're doing. They're old. You are letting down yourself and the team. Get in the damn game already.
Wait, what team?
Doesn't matter what team. Pick a team. Any team. The blue team. You're letting them down. Get in the game and throw the goddamn ball.
Why are you so mean to me?
Eyes on the ball, Dinky Winky.
Right now it's worse because I know the game is petanque, which makes me worse at it. A moment of your time, fellows.
Sure, officer. I am René Arnaud, and my specially abled partner here is Gaston Martin. How can we help you?
The man in uniform stands before you tall and proud. Do you know anything about the man hand in the backyard of Whirling in Rags?
Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement. But this affair has passed me by completely.
And most of the locals?
In Martinez, the union is the law. So can you really blame them?
But you don't have a problem with cops?
Cop is a pejorative term. I don't have a problem with policemen. On the contrary, I admire the effort to bring order to our streets.
So he sees cop as a bad thing?
He doesn't know about the crime. Your time is better spent discussing politics.
So again, you don't know anything?
If I knew, I would not be afraid to tell you. I simply don't. I'm an old man, not a coward. The daily business of the riffraff no longer concerns
That's a
me.
good way to look at it. By the time you get old, who cares what they're going to do? Kill you, you're already old.
It is true, sire. He knows nothing.
You seem to be playing in a crater.
Yes. The terrain here provides an interesting variety to a familiar game.
Does that have anything to do with the bullet holes I've been seeing around?
Yes. It was left by heavy artillery fire.
Okay, it's a crater left by artillery fire, but why?
Why what?
Why was heavy artillery used?
Because that's what happens when communards hijack your country. execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughterhouse. You use heavy ordnance to clean up your home.
Wait, who are the communards again?
Commies, communists, socialists, anarchists, call them what you like. They just chose the name to feel special. Senseless sentimentality.
Did you use artillery fire against them?
Sadly, no. It was the foreigners who brought them to their knees. We fought valiantly. Too valiantly. So valiantly we got licked.
He had, squeezing a ball in his fist. Right, so, okay, let me try and understand that. So there was like a communist uprising in here, they call it the revolution. But the rest of the world didn't want, like, as far as they were, as far as the old lady was concerned, it was going well, and then the rest of the world destroyed them because they weren't happy with it. This gentleman seems to believe that the communists were evil, and that the rest of the world were doing them a favour by blowing them up.
Should have fought dirty, like they did with their suicide sex cult propaganda and mad anarchist women strapped to shrapnel bombs. We didn't though, and we lacked caliber. God bless him, but the suzerain's cannons simply weren't big enough.
It was probably a bit more complicated than that.
Yes, I'm sure. Why shell them here in Martinez?
Because this place is a damn beachhead. Had to soften the commies up first.
The beachhead?
Yes. The military coordinated amphibious landing to take back Revachol.
I see. This is the D-Day.
Martinez was used as one of the 3 footholds in Revachol during Operation Deathblow in 08. The other 2 are off in Stella Maris and the Delta.
Nod thoughtfully and turn to look northeast.
This here is Blood Ground, where coalition boots first made landfall and cleaned those rabid dogs out. Most likely, we're playing pétanque on their mangled corpses.
He says, looking down at the soil.
Blood ground. You got old René going there. Like he isn't hungry enough already.
Ah, explains all the war damage.
Damn right, son. They laid the fire of hell on this city before they stormed it. And it worked, too.
There's a strange gleam in his eyes.
The rest of the city got cleaned up, but Martinez they keep as a monument. And now the Union Socialists are practically running the place.
I see. It's not that they don't care about you, so they didn't bother fixing it. Surely not.
Well, it's your own damn fault. You, we, the coalition, Revachol, whoever you want to blame, never finished the job. Officially, the party never surrendered. Of course they still hold influence.
You don't even begin to truly understand the players at the table, let alone the specific circumstances surrounding the... What do you think?
Okay.
Thinking men have opinions on these things. Present one.
Present one. Okay. Coalition seems quite capable. Communists don't understand how many works to think. Okay. Let me think. It's dangerous for these kinds of games because people think that the opinions that I choose are necessarily definitely my opinions in real life, which is not necessarily true. I'm trying to think in the context of the game. Like, this guy seems like a nationalist. So a nationalist doesn't want to hear that coalition is good, or that, right, I could say that commies don't understand how many works need like that. I think foreign powers cleaned up our mess and now they rule us might be good because he wants them to be self-sufficient.
I'm sorry it had to be them. After 8 years of fighting those hyenas, boiling cats for food and drinking piss in the mountains, I would have preferred if the Right Honourable King Guillaume returned through Revachol, or even if that damn clan Frisel had risen from the grave and led us. Sadly, that was not the case. Instead, all that is just, holy, and beautiful in the world was wiped away, and now it's neon signs with toothpaste ads everywhere. Foreign influence peddling garbage and stupid music on the radio.
He sighs.
This is just what the commies wanted. This was their plan all along. This is what they wanted to replace the role of the suzerain with.
Okay. Who was this Frisel?
Damn Frisel. He was the king we couldn't protect. The Carabineers failed him, and the crown.
The old veteran falls silent and lashes his chest.
In a very public execution.
He died in a very public execution. You mentioned Guillaume?
True king in both blood and mind. Led Revachol before Frissel. He would have been better, but the damn commies drove him into exile.
Okay.
Some manner of self-deceit is present in his thinking. Sounds like this Guillaume abandoned him, and he doesn't want to admit it.
Right, so he says that the guys drove him into exile, but what he might actually feel is that he ran away, rather than fought. What exactly is the suzerain?
The suzerain is the king! Has everyone forgotten already? They've forgotten already. It's no use talking to you. You were still in Daddy's balls when it happened. When we took our last stand against the filth and rode the cavalry straight into gunfire.
Yeah, I don't... This is a legendary difficulty. Thank you for your time, sir.
I have really outdone myself. This is divine.
Nice sandwich.
Yes, that's what you need, Gaston. More padding on that fat arse of yours. I hope your heart gives out.
René, it's a little pleasures. Life doesn't need to be a struggle. Hello, officer. How might I be of assistance on this fine day?
Tell me, what do you know about the dead man?
Let me think. I heard someone was hanged and left on a tree for a week. But that's all I know, really.
Really? No, absolutely nothing?
No, officers. I'm sorry. And I really would like to assist. You are both good guys. I can see that.
Thank you.
Then help them, you wimp. You have plenty of shoulder with the gauche caviar in the Union. Someone must know something.
He means caviar socialists.
Right.
I wish I could, but I just don't know anything. I always keep my nose clean and don't gossip. Everyone knows and respects that.
Right, I see.
Odd. He doesn't seem to be lying, but there's something off here.
Sounds a bit like you're holding back.
I'm not even anyone.
Of course he's holding back. His mouth is so full of Union prick he can't even speak properly.
Can I at least finish my fucking sentence before you piss on it? Is that okay, René? I'm not anyone important in the Union. I just know Evrard.
And who is this Evrard you know?
Evrard Claire. Everyone in Martinez knows the Claire brothers. I taught these boys human studies and history in the gymnasium.
I see.
What do you know about history? You never witnessed history, only heard about it years later, when it had already moved on. You don't know history.
The old soldier mumbles something under his breath and turns to face the sea. There he stands, proud, rigid and alone, like a cracking marble statue.
I see.
Let's try not to get caught in a crossfire.
Yes. Are you a union member?
In many ways, yes. Like an honorary member. I attend meetings and parties, help with little things. Evrard, Edgar, and the older debarders all know me.
So you're not an actual member?
Not in the technical sense. I don't have a vote or a membership card, but Evrard keeps me on the payroll, just for the little things.
I see.
So that's what it was before. Him hiding something. He tries to make it look like he's a big deal in the Union, and now the illusion is disintegrating before your and René's eyes. He doesn't know anything, because no one tells him anything. He's an outsider.
Yeah.
Of course he's not a member. He's not a member of anything. I knew that. He's a Weservein. Turns to where the wind blows and tries to look important. I hate this socialist rabble, but even siding with them is better than living your entire life on the fence. Never committing to anything. Pick a damn side already.
What are the little things you do for Evrard?
Writing work mostly. Occasionally, he needs something written, and I happen to have a way with words, people say.
What kind of things do you write for him?
Oh, nothing official, I assure you. Just essays for the newspapers. About Martinez and how things are and how they could be. Evrard and I had these long talks where
where he tells his little pen man exactly what to say. It's commie propaganda, plain and simple. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Are you a caviar socialist?
I don't even consider myself a regular socialist. Politics is not really something I involve myself in, officer.
But you need to believe in something. Freedom, the people, Revachol, even money.
I believe everyone has the right to think and do whatever they want.
Okay.
Even if it's nothing at all. I'm very adaptable.
I mean, to some extent that's fine. It depends how far you want to go down that rabbit hole, though.
Oh, you.
The carabiner closes his eyes like he's never going to open them again.
No, thank you. For being consummate professionals, you'll have this case wrapped up in no time.
What are the rules of the game?
Oh, the goal is to throw your bull as close to the cochonnet as you can. That's the cochonnet.
He points to the small wooden ball in the middle of the crater. Interesting. Tell me more about it.
Well, first, you draw a circle about a half a meter in diameter. We made ours out of rope. Then, the order of play is determined by a coin toss. You win it. You get to throw the cochonnet.
And you try to get as close as possible to it.
Then, the players aim to throw their bulls as close to the cochonnet as possible. They must stay in the circle and keep both feet planted.
Is there anything else you can tell me about Petanque?
I could, but I'd rather not. I don't want to take up your time with trivial details, officer.
I think I get it. Thanks, Gaston.
You'll put that knowledge to good use in 50 years. I'm sure of that, officer.
Thank you.
I don't like where this is going, officer. Don't you think we should do something else now?
Sure, we've got a case to solve. I don't need to talk to him about Petanque. So, you can tell it's an RPG because it's been another 45 minutes and I've made it, what, like one screen over from where I started? Spirited chirps and clicks of swallows fill the air. Tyre tracks leading onto the roof. The slush and rain has almost washed them off. Almost, but not quite. An ancient fountain doesn't pump water anymore. There's a tree in it. It's like a cheese wheel or something here. Ah, Nosafed. Fingerless gloves. +1 electrochemistry. Yes. Why am I wearing them? I'm sure the officer's like, what the fuck are you doing? Water lock out of order until Wednesday at 7:15. Well, it's Monday, so that's day 3. Roy's Pawn Shop, fast cash for faster times. Right. Put a sign down. Right, see you guys next time when we go and explore probably the right hand side of this place and then try and actually solve this murder probably. See you then. Goodbye.